Would help if I took the cap off. Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome back to our allotment. So the weather has turned a little bit. It's got a little bit cooler. I don't think I'm quite ready for the cold weather yet. But it has brought with it some rain, which we needed quite badly actually. So we had a nice rainy day on Tuesday, and then today it's been quite rainy as well. But it's sort of cleared up a little bit now. So perfect weather really for planting out our sort of autumn winter crops. So that's what we're going to be doing first thing. And then the second thing I want to do is harvest or taste and harvest our cucumelons. So it's our first time growing cucumelons, so never done it before. So I thought I would sort of taste them with you and then sort of harvest them as well. So let's just have a look at the seedlings that I'm going to plant out today. So these are the seedlings. So I actually sowed these with you. I think it was end of July, beginning of August we sowed them. It was another rainy day, quite apt really. So I did it in the shed at home. But yeah, so we've got some turnips. So these say they're going to be ready to harvest in autumn. We'll see about that. It might be sort of more into winter. So they're doing quite well. They've got a little bit leggy, but I think I'm just going to plant them a little bit deeper. So those are purple top Milan turnips. And then we've got, one day when I came home, because these were outside just sort of growing, and one day I came back and all of the tags had been taken out and just kind of put in a pile next to it. So I don't know, I think one of the kids must have done it. So I think I've put them back in the right place. I definitely know that this one's kale because I can recognise the leaves. So this is kale reflex F1 hybrid. So these are doing really, really well. They're going really, really tall. So they're definitely ready to be planted out. So I think these ones here are the cabbage, which are looking a little bit weedy. So that's these ones here. So this is Savoy Virtus. So yeah, I think what happened was the other ones kind of shrouded it a little bit, so it didn't really get enough sun and light. But I think I'm just going to plant them out anyway because I'm planting out the rest of them. And then on the end, these are doing much better. So I think these are the cauliflower. It says all year round, that's what they're called. But these are doing really, really well. So yeah, also ready to be planted out. So I've just got to decide where I'm going to plant them out because we do have a bit of an allotment plan for next year, which involves paths going sort of down the middle and then sort of across as well, making little sections. So I just need to see exactly where I'm going to plant them because I don't want to sort of plant them where we're going to put the paths in. Let's have a look. So right, so we've got a little fruit sort of patch here going up to the end of the strawberries there. We've got the rhubarb, raspberries, jostaberry, gooseberries, and I want to plant a couple more berries in so it sort of matches where the strawberries end. So in theory that's all going to be fruit. So I think we've still got lots of stuff growing. So we've got some of the kale growing here. We've got some Brussels sprouts. I wonder if they're doing, how are they doing? Oh yeah, tiny little tiny little Brussels. Can you see those? I wonder if they'll be, oh no, hang on a minute. If we go further down, they're a bit bigger. Oh, they're better. Yeah, so we should have some in time for Christmas, that's good. So after that we've got spring onions, beetroot, beans, and then we've got our peppers. So I think we've got a big patch here, which is where the tomatoes were. So I think what I might do is pop them in here, just sort of temporarily over winter. Yeah, I think that'll work out well. On a side note, I think our pumpkin might be ready, or nearly ready. We've got two jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. There's one, that's not ready, but this one might be ready. So yeah, it's feeling ready. All the vines are starting to dry. So yeah, nearly ready, I think, that one. We'll harvest that in another video though. Right, so I'm just going to get those little seedlings planted and then we're going to go and harvest our cucumelons. Exciting. So those are the cauliflower planted. On with the next one. So next are the cabbage. So we've got two quite strong plants there. That one especially is looking very good. But then we've got these three little tiny ones here. So we're going to plant them out. I'm going to plant them out and see how they do. I'm sure they'll be fine. And then after the cabbage, we've got our turnips. Let's get those in as well. So I've got all of those seedlings planted. I'll just show you. So our first row here is the cauliflower. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that was it. 6 on those. And then we've got our kale. And we had quite a few kale. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 rows of those. And then moving on to the next one was our cabbage. So we only had a few cabbage. So I put the 2 strong ones at the beginning and then the 3 teeny weedy ones there. So we've only got 5 of those. And then we've got the row and a half, row and a bit of turnips, which is there and there. So I'm going to cover these because these sort of crops are notorious for being eaten by slugs, by cabbage whitefly. So I'm just going to put my little hoops over. So I've got some netting hoops which I got really reasonably actually from Amazon. I got 2 for £20 I think it was. I've since bought another couple as well because they were absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to put those up just to cover them to make sure that they don't get eaten too much. So we just need to water them in and then hopefully the rain will just take care of the rest of the watering. So guys, next thing is to try our cucumelons and harvest them. So I'm really excited about these. So we've never grown cucumelons before. This is our first year. And when I was reading up in the seed catalogue and sort of choosing our seeds to grow for this year, I'm sure in there it said they taste like watermelons. And that's how I got the kids to buy into the fact that we were going to grow these cucumelons. But apparently they do not taste like watermelons. They taste a bit more like cucumbers with a bit of a tang, basically, so a bit of a limey twist. But anyway, I'm sure they'll be nice. So yeah, let's go and have a look at them. So here they are, growing on this little trellis that's kind of holding up, the little trellis that I made at the beginning of the season. But yeah, these took absolutely ages and ages to take off, and I have read that actually cucumelons do take a long time to get going, but they have definitely got going. And as you can see, we've got some cucumelons. So they look a bit like watermelons, basically mini watermelons, and maybe that's where I got the idea. Maybe I didn't read it at all in the seed catalogue. Maybe that's just where I got the idea of them tasting a bit like watermelons. But yeah, there's loads and loads. Some of them aren't quite ready. Oh, there's some there as well. Lots and lots. Let's see. I think there's some underneath as well. Hanging down. Oh yeah, so you can see a better picture now of all of the lovely cucumelons hanging down. They look really pretty actually, little vines. So there's loads and loads. So basically this sort of size is kind of perfect size. So grape size, maybe just under an inch in length. That's kind of the perfect size. So you want to pick them when they're still quite hard. So let's try one. So they're quite crunchy because you eat the whole thing. You don't sort of peel them or anything. You eat the peel as well. So the peel is actually quite crunchy, and they taste like watermelon with just a little bit of a tang. There's a bit of a tang in there, and they sort of look like that inside. Can you see that? So they do actually look like cucumbers. They're really nice. I mean, they're not sweet in any way. They've just got that little bit of a tang and cucumbery. Let's pick another one. I'm going to pick one that's slightly smaller and just compare the taste really. Should we pick that one? That one's a little bit smaller. Let's try that one. Yeah, so that's a little bit more sour now. So I would say, yeah, I think that one's a bit too small. But the other one I tried was really, really good, actually. I think that was a ripe, fully ripe one. But yeah, don't wait until they go soft, because then they're overripe and they won't taste very nice. They need to still be quite sort of firm to the touch and then quite sort of crunchy as you bite into them. Right, so let's get some of these harvested. I've just seen a grasshopper while I was picking the cucumelons. Can you see him there? That one, oh, it's just jumped. Is it? Where's it gone? I think it's gone. So there you go, guys. That's our first little harvest. And there's plenty more that are still growing on the plant. But yeah, that's going to do really nicely. So I think I'm going to make a little bit of a salad with these, because these are perfect for salads. I think you can also pickle them as well. It's really good as a pickle because it's got that nice tang to it. So I think I'm going to do a salad with these. So I'm just going to sort of halve them, basically lengthways halve them, and then maybe another beefsteak tomato, slice that up. What else? Pepper. There was a really good recipe actually that I found that you could use cucumelons with. Let me have a look. So yeah, I just looked up, and yeah, so it was the cucumelons, the beefsteak tomatoes sliced, peppers, radishes, and red onions, and some lime juice with obviously extra virgin olive oil or any sort of dressing that you want to do. So I think that's what I'm going to make tonight with something else as a bit of a side salad. And I think I might pick one of our peppers. It's not quite ripe, but I'll pick some of our peppers. I know I've got some radish as well, so I'll go and pick those. We've got the cucumelons, so yeah, not bad. We've got a few things out of the salad list. So yeah, let me just go and pick a pepper and some radishes. So I can see a pepper here. It's not quite ripe yet, so it's supposed to be fully red, but I think I'm going to pick that because I want to eat some pepper in the salad, and that's the only one. I think that's the best one out of all of them, yeah. So I'm going to pick that one. Whoops. Come on. It's because it's not quite ripe. There we go. So yeah, a little bit underripe, but we're going to try and eat it in the salad. Let's go and see if there's some radishes to pick. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a few radishes that were already bolted. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, lots there. See if we can get some ready ones as well. So these are a bit of a mix. So you've got white, the kind of yellowy, pinky, the usual. So yeah, these have started to bolt already. We had quite a lot of warm weather recently, so I think they've, oh, there's the other one. There's another one. Any more? What about any? Oh, there's another one. Let's pick that one. I think that one might be over. Oh, yeah, that one's all right. There you go. I'm just going to go and wash these and I'll pop them in the basket. Oh, a little bit too strong. There we go. Pop those in there as well. Oh, you guys, I've just noticed one of the dahlias, which I've been waiting and waiting for it to flower, is only just starting to flower. Look at those. Wow. I mean, that's only just starting to open. They're going to get a lot bigger. But look at those petals. They are absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad it started flowering finally. Oh, and another one which has taken ages, but it's just started. Our dahlia blackjack. Oh, Eric will be so happy. So this is one of the ones he picked for the dahlia patch. So this is blackjack, and again, that's going to get really big. It should be I thought it was a dinner plate one, but it looks a bit like a cactus one. But yeah, look at those colours. Amazing. I'm going to pick that one and bring it home and show Eric. He'll be really happy. And all the other dahlias are doing pretty well. Alright guys, so I think that's going to be it for this video. So yeah, super happy to have got the sort of autumn winter seedlings in the ground. Really happy that they're in. So at least we're going to have something growing through sort of autumn and winter. Yeah, so we've got some leeks as well. They're sort of going to go through autumn and winter as well. And obviously the Brussels sprouts, they'll hopefully be ready for our Christmas dinner, because that's the only time we really eat Brussels sprouts. But Chris really likes them, so yeah, we thought we'd grow them. But yeah, and the cucumelons, super happy about those as well. So the cucumelons were a little bit of a trial, so a bit of a wild card planting. So each year we obviously plant things that we know we're going to eat, and then we try something different each year. So this year it was cucumelons. So yeah, quite impressed with that. So I'm going to make the salad. I'll let you know how it goes and what it tastes like. But yeah, super happy with what I've got done today. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.